Welcome to the VentnorBlog interviews for the 2007 Ventnor West Parish Elections. How have you found the approach to the election that we've had on VentnorBlog, opening up the candidates to questions pre-election and distributing the information using the website?
It's very interesting because you very quickly learn that how you put something across isn't necessarily the way it's interpreted by somebody. You've got to be a lot more careful with what you say and how you say it sometimes. Some of the things that I've replied to have not been taken exactly as the way I wanted them, or meant them, or even they were put out, but that's a fact of life. People don't always hear with the same ears as the voice you're talking. That's something we've got to learn about. The whole process itself has been fine. I suppose in some ways I'm a little disappointed that in total the only people who've come forward to ask questions on the blog has been half a dozen, which in a way is a shame, but hopefully there's a lot more people out there who are seeing it and listening to it and taking on board what we are saying. I'd love people to take it very seriously, I certainly am. So yeah, let's take it forward and see where we go.
I think it was a very brave thing for VentnorBlog to do. I'm very impressed with it, and I've shared it with a lot of friends. I'm very impressed with the way it's been carried out, first of all. I think it was brave because it might have gone wrong. It might have gone horribly wrong. I think it's great because for me, I don't find it frightening. I find it quite exhilarating, and I find it tiring, to be honest. Yes, I will be fair to you, I find it tiresome, and I find it very, very tiring. Every time a new question has come up on Candidates Corner, I think, oh no. If somebody said to me, write down what you feel, what you do, where you're going, what you want, and what you want for people you really care about, which are my constituents at the end of the day, working with the blog has enabled me to do that. I couldn't have done it otherwise. If I am lucky enough to be on council next Thursday night, I'd like to be interviewed again in 12 months and asked, this is what you said, what have you done? Yeah.
I think it's extremely useful. We've got to raise people's awareness of what's going on in local government, because going around the town asking people if they were voting, I was absolutely amazed at the amount of lack of information. It really does have to be got across to people that their vote counts and that they must use it.
Yeah, it was interesting and good, because it's local television in a way, which is what I really would like to encourage you guys to get on with and open a little local television station. I've actually I put on the blog this morning a suggestion that perhaps you ought to have a quick poll over the blog, inviting people to actually vote and see what happens. I can tell you now, my view is that the Conservative person, who won't identify himself, but whoever he is, and I suspect I know who it is, will be elected, because if the Conservative Party phones everybody up on polling day and says, go and vote, they go and vote.
First off, before you actually knocked on my door and put a leaflet through, I didn't know that VentnorBlog was there, and nor did my neighbours. So that's great in itself, because I've got people actually in Gillscliff Road talking about VentnorBlog. You know, did you know about it? You know, how to get involved in it. I found it tremendously interesting from the point of view of constituents posing questions, making me think about what my actual response is. And I've learnt a heck of a lot from the residents of Ventnor that have posed questions, and I've learnt a lot from the other candidates that are actually standing. So I think it's a really, really positive move. Any kind of tool that gets people talking, gets people communicating, is bound to be good for democracy, and it's bound to be good for Ventnor Town.